everyone, thanks for tuning in again. I have connected, and what seems to be the theme for today is slowing down. Now, even when I came to just connect with my team, I felt that the words that I would usually use and say to them, they actually slowed down so much that it felt as if they were going to stop. And in the end, that's kind of what happened. I didn't even go through my usual process of connecting, because I was almost ground to this halt. And it was in a really beautiful way. There was nothing sort of, constricting about it, or, controlling. It was just the awareness that I needed to take it really, really slow. So I feel that that is today's important message. And as I've said before on many of these videos, we are in a world where everything is so fast. Everything is at a crazy, crazy pace. There is no time to sort of take 5 minutes or come up for air or time to reflect. And what's proving to be so important in these readings is that it's the fact that we need to take, even if it is only 5-10 minutes each day, just to sit with ourselves, whether it's to feel our emotions or to feel, our presence in the world. So smelling the air or feeling the water, as I said the other day, connecting with nature, or just simply just being still, perhaps meditating or listening to some music, but really, really feeling the music as well, not just an autopilot thing where we're not really paying attention to what we're hearing. So I feel like this is something all of us, myself included, really need to work on. And again, this is the mental health awareness. It's the fact that, if we don't take that time to just connect and actually tune in with ourselves, things do get out of control, and before you know it, you feel submerged, you feel swept up with the current, and things can suddenly switch into a position where you just feel out of control. And I feel that if we do slow down and we take the time to just observe what's going on in our life and internally in ourselves, then we then regain that power, and we have the ability to change things before they get to a point where we are losing control. So, I mean, for any of you who have perhaps tried meditation and feel that, it didn't work, it wasn't going to work. And, I was there myself some time ago where I really did struggle. And I tried it a few times over several years and just thought, I'm not going to get that. It's not going to work for me. I struggled to switch off from the outer world. My mind was always racing at a million miles an hour, and being able to slow that down, to shut it out, to block it out, to just put it aside was really, really difficult for me. But I find that, well, certainly for myself and hopefully for some of you, if you have struggled and you just feel like you can't do it, go onto YouTube as you are and search for people who do guided meditations. And I'll be honest with you, this might take some time, because you might put one on and think, oh, hey, no, I can't stand the sound of their voice. You might even feel like that with me. Everybody has a certain sort of vibration and a certain feeling that they like to tune into, something and someone where they feel aligned with and comfortable with. So try a few, listen to a few different people, and you might only listen to the first few lines and think, oh, not for me. And that's fine. Again, I've done that myself, and I know that seems really rude, but you do tend to know quite quickly if it's going to grind on you or if it's going to calm you down and get you into that lovely sort of state of peace and calm. And the sad thing is that obviously the messages are always there to be received, and if perhaps you feel out of alignment with that particular person or their voice or their sort of energy, then those messages will be lost. But believe me, you will receive that guidance, you will receive it through the right person when the time is right. So don't force yourself to sit and listen to somebody if you feel that everything in your body is telling you to no. Just move on, just find the right one. Persevere with it, honestly, because it may not come overnight. But you'll find somebody, might even just find a couple at first that you just think, that was okay, that was quite relaxing, I can tolerate the sound of them. Um, and do that. Just give it a go where you have a couple of times to just sit with yourself, and do try and make it to the end of the meditation if you can, because it is a sense of achievement when you realise you've done it. And some of these are only 5 minutes, some can be 15, 20, some of them are obviously over an hour. Start off slow if you can, find a one that is between 5 and 20 and give that a try. And as well, if you've found somebody that is guiding you and you feel at ease with the sound of their voice, then you naturally just stop your own mind. So all of this crazy chat that we have inside our own heads, it just suddenly disperses, and we are simply focused on what the person is saying, which means then we can tune into our own body. There's none of this ego. The mind isn't awake at that moment. It's moved out. It's got out the way, and it's allowing you to focus. So yeah, meditation, without a doubt. And as well, perhaps you don't fancy that. Perhaps you've tried meditations before and you just get frustrated, or whatever. But if you don't want to do that, then another one I would suggest, and I've mentioned this before, is before bed, as you get into bed and you're just lying there, if you're ready to go to sleep and you feel like, that's it, you're turning the light out, then simply lie there and close your eyes and just feel. Just feel your own heart, pay attention to your breathing, and just feel everything in your body. So, we can start in various different points, but if you just clench your fists, say, and hold them really, really tightly, feel that, feel how that feels, and then gently, gently, slowly release it. And then just pay attention to how your hands feel after that. How, if there's any tinglings or any tension left in your hands and your fingers, just feel. Do the same with your toes, do the same with your forehead, the muscles here in the back of your shoulders and your neck, and just feel, just tune in, pay that bit more attention to yourself. And I think that's part of it, isn't it? It's with the fact that we are so busy all the time. We are always on the go. We're always on the move, and we don't realise perhaps that we are running on a low fuel, that we are still maintaining things, we are managing to keep going, but actually if we stop and pay attention to our bodies and our minds, we realise, hey, we're running ragged here, we're going on next to nothing, we are feeling low on energy. So yeah, just again having that awareness, having that time before things do get out of control, before there is a big eruption of energy. And by that I mean like frustration or anger or rage even, allow yourself to get to a place of calm, to feel, to pay attention, to take it easy, to slow down and just see what is going on. And also, sort of scheduling one time each week to just go for a walk, even if it is only for 15